have something to do and people to see. Let's go over here to my right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, make it, because you know we don't want anybody to fall over. When the last time you guys actually let your soul cry?
Oh, you jumping
Oh,
off the
Jesus.
deep
That's
Get
end.
easy.
to it.
January 1st, 2019. My
Mm,
granny passed.
mm. You like to share a little more on that?
Nah.
Mm,
She was 91, so she lived a
Wow.
full life. So, no,
mm.
actually, no, my granny was 93.
Wow.
Really?
She lived a full life. So, that was pretty much the last time, man. Because I was a granny's boy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you know that.
I know that. What
Yeah.
about you?
Interestingly, this past weekend, Father's Day weekend, opportunities to reflect on my dad and um,
Mm.
yeah, so in moments of reflection of my father, typically, Father's Day weekend is kind of one of those real interesting moments because every week I'm called to do what he did, where he did it. So sometimes it's being in those spaces and having those moments
Remind you.
remind me, and what I do is soul work. So it typically kind of touches me there. So yeah, this past weekend, for sure.
What about you, George?
Man, I don't know if I really have a concrete answer for that question.
Mm.
Life happens daily, you know what I'm saying? So I just find some type of channel to release, also do exercise or
Mm.
something like that. But
Yeah.
close as I can relate.
Okay. Let me go ahead and jump in. You said exercise. Do you guys have a self care? You know, women always say self care for us, right? So, do you guys have a self care routine to be a better version of yourself and for other people? Chris?
Routine is interesting. I I have things that I try to do to care for my soul. I can't say I do them as often as I should.
Mm.
You know, as men, sometimes we get really focused on tasks and work and productivity,
Yeah.
taking care of everybody we're supposed to take care of. So oftentimes we put that stuff to the back burner.
Yeah.
So I will acknowledge that I need to be better at that. But there are some things that I do, from exercise to travel or finding,
Singing.
yeah,
Is that part
music,
of it?
yeah, for sure. When it don't feel like work, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. But yeah, and then community. One of the things I always try to find time to do during the week is like go sit and have dinner with people that are close to me that I don't have to be anybody but myself around. So that's kind of the way I try to care for my soul. But I will acknowledge I gotta do a better job at it for sure.
Because you feel like you have to do more all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you, George? What
Uh,
routine, self care routine you do other than the exercising? I know.
I don't think we tend to use the word self care in the men community, for sure. But I think routine and stuff that I do to feed my soul for sure. I got certain passions. I try to make sure I touch them daily. So
Mm.
coach sports. That's a way for me to give back to the youth, especially to our culture where a lot of father figures lack. So that's one. Maybe a few times a week, I make a motivational post, but
Mm.
I actually go back and watch them on those times where I need them for myself.
Right,
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yes.
And just other things that my passion for, or where I can assist other people in
Mm.
their journey. So those are outlets for me to keep me grounded and
Your mental.
community, church family.
Yeah.
Mm. What about you, Keith?
Pretty much the same thing. I coach AAU, and I exercise, and that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. I just coach them boys, and that's it.
I know you love been loving sports since high school and before then. I know. Yeah. My next question is, how do you define manhood? Your definition of manhood.
Definition of a man. Well, I'm gonna tell you what my dad always told me. My dad always say, "Look a man in the eye," and he said, "Never run from anybody." He said, "Face all your troubles, whether you're gonna come out on the short end or the good end." He said, "Face them all. You stand up. You just stand up. Be a man." That's it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I was having this conversation yesterday in preparation for this because I think that's such a broad stroke question. I think one of the biggest challenges in the world today is like men are not a monolith. We're all different. We all got different passions, different preferences, different things we're into, different ways to move. Ultimately, I think the definition of a man is somebody who just takes care of their God-given responsibilities to care for themselves and their family in the best way possible. Um, I think there are a lot of different models for manhood. You know what I'm saying? And to a point, Kenny just made like you see it and modeled out, and that's what you try to do and become yourself. Things your dad taught you, stuff my dad showed me and taught me. It's like there are a lot of different models of manhood. But I don't think manhood is any one thing or can't be put down into a definition. There's lots of different types of men, different things that we like and enjoy, and but ultimately, I think it's about being who you were created to be and caring for who you've been charged to care for.
And every man's background is different
Yeah,
Yeah. It's good.
because you
Everybody's
have their
different.
fathers and their fathers, how they were treated by their grandfathers. So I call it a pyramid.
mm, yeah,
A pyramid. And a pyramid, you can't go out of it. It's just going.
yeah.
A square, you have options. Go to the left.
But you in it when you in it. Yeah,
I was just lucky to be raised by real men. That's it.
yeah,
That did things, that worked with their hands, and took care of everything. You know. Even when I was in high school, my granddaddy passed. I remember his last words to me was "Take care of the women," and that was his last words to me. I was in
yeah,
10th grade, and he said, "Take care of the women," and so that's what I always do. I got 5 daughters, 1 son, so then I that's what I do. That's what I do.
yeah, man.
I help anybody I can. You know.
You do, yeah.
Uh,
All about you.
Uh, I think both of them put it very,
Summed it up.
yeah, in a good space. But I
Yes.
think manhood is just a transition from a boy to taking care of those responsibilities that are deemed to a man. And it looks different for everybody, sure. I know for me, it's certain things that looks like protecting, provider, shoulder, here, you know what I'm saying, the shoulder, everything else that encompasses it. I know when I was being raised as a child, something stuck with me from my pop.
Mm,
When I thought he was tough, I got 3 sisters.
mm.
He said, a lot of grown males out here in this world. It ain't a lot of grown men.
man,
Raising you to be a grown man.
If you had one superpower, what would that be? Being invisible?
Being invisible.
man, that's tough.
Mm. I
Um,
know I want to be a butterfly. That's not a
That's not a
superpower, but
superpower.
I know it.
you could just morph
I know.
into
Yeah,
whatever.
you got to stay in the cocoon for what, 6 months to become a butterfly. If don't nobody come knock it off the wall, or a spider don't come
What?
along and no.
Man, that's a tough question. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Boy,
think
we'll let you
yeah, I'm a
keep going.
pass.
Man, I think I would take the one that is most overlooked. Forever young. You know what I'm saying? Father time don't stop for nobody. So if
Mm.
I had a superpower, keep me in my prime forever.
You want to stay in your
Hey,
prime
keep me in
forever?
my prime forever. Father time catch everybody. So if he
Yep.
can catch me,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
stay
Oh,
young.
speaking of butterfly, there you
Maybe.
go. Okay.
That's a good one.
You want to think about that later?
So yeah, my challenge is like I think if I had a superpower, I would just want to have increased capacity to help more people, right? So I don't know if that's unlimited resources or more time or I don't know, but whatever it would be, I just
That's Superman.
so yeah, like
that's
I want to be able to help more people. So if that's increased strength and flight and super speed to get to where problems are, but that's my heart. I would just want to be able to have increased capacity to help more people.
Like that. That's why I'm here because I like helping people. And I was praying for God to send me something, and this is what He gave me. So I just say, okay, I'm gonna stop.
Nah, this is good though. It's needed. It's
This
necessary.
is not it, guys. So we're gonna have more segments,
Mhm.
and I thank you guys. So what you have coming up next? What you excited about, Pastor Chris?
I'll be in Ghana for 2 weeks. Getting to go preach and share some people with some people in Ghana. Um, and some more just speaking and singing opportunities and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this stretch. But Africa is really what's on my heart. I'll be in Africa for 2 weeks in July. So that's what my heart is. I'm really excited about that. Taking a group of about 20 people to do some missions in Ghana. So it's gonna be fun.
What about you, George? You have coming up?
Small travel plans, but I guess some of the big things that I'm looking forward to is I'm a realtor. Of course, you know that. And I got a few big commercial and some big residential.
Your partner's text messages or read her mind.
Mine, because you know I got a degree in psychology, master's degree, so I'm a mind reader.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I don't go through phones, so mine.
I concur with the rest of the fellas. I'm an energy person. So,
Okay.
you know, we
Okay. Y'all ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Do you prefer a woman that has a Brazilian wax or not?
Who cares?
At the end of the day,
Who cares?
I'm gonna go against my brothers on that one. I want it clean.
Okay,
neat.
okay. All right.
neat.
Neat.
Okay, don't have to. Yeah.
Who cares?
You say neat.
I understand neat. Like I get it.
Who cares?
Okay, I'm good. Nobody's.
But at the end of the day,
Okay, here's the next one. Have anyone here been cheated on?
yes.
Yes, everybody
Yes.
have. Everybody have.
Yeah.
It's either knowingly or unknowingly.
But it's gonna happen.
Okay,
Most
so
definitely.
y'all answer that. I'll go ahead with the other one. Have you guys cheated on anyone?
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
You did not just ask those guys that question. Yes, him.
What they say, black men don't cheat. What they say,
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar.
He could have passed it.
nah. I mean, to a point you made. When I was a child, you know, you do certain things, and when you become a man, you put
do
away
certain
some of that
things,
stuff. So, yeah.
Exactly. Things change.
Okay, my last one. I'm so proud of you guys. Y'all answering it.
Oh, listen, we here. We ain't hide. What is that? We ain't hide. We gonna face it all.
I can't get in trouble with nobody but God and the police.